I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet the tulip stitch. This is a really easy one row repeat pattern. I'll start by showing you row 1 and then we'll move on to row 2. Row 2 is what you'll repeat for the rest of the pattern. So let's start with row 1. For the tulip stitch, you want to start with a chain that is in multiples of 4. I have a chain of 20 here. So to get started, in the third chain from hook, so 1, 2, 3, that's the chain we're going to be working into. We're going to work 1 double crochet. So insert hook into stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and then we're going to chain 2, and then in the next chain we're going to work a single crochet. And if you need to learn how to crochet the double crochet or single crochet, I have videos for that too. And we're going to skip 2 chains, and in the next chain work 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and a second double crochet, and then you're going to chain 2, and in the next chain you're going to work a single crochet. And this is the pattern that you'll repeat for the rest of this row 1, is skip 2 chains, in the next chain work 2 double crochet, so that's 1 double crochet, and a second double crochet, chain 2, and in that next chain work a single crochet. Okay, so now we're going to skip 2 chains, and in the third chain work 2 double crochet, and chain 2, 1, 2, and in the next chain work a single crochet. And just know that in the next row, in row 2, you are always going to be working into the chain 2 spaces that you're creating right now. So we're working 2 double crochet after we've skipped those 2 chains, and then chain 2, and in our last stitch work a single crochet. And that is row 1. So now we'll move on to row 2. For row 2, I'm going to show you with the square that I've been working on, just because it's easier to see what the stitch will look like here. So to start, we're going to chain 2 and turn, and we're going to work all our stitches into the chain 2 spaces in the row below. So see our chain 2 spaces, you are not going to work any stitches anywhere else other than these chain 2 spaces. Our first stitch of row 2 is going to be a double crochet, and we're going to work it into the first chain 2 space. So see this single crochet, we're going to skip that first stitch, and into this chain 2 space we're going to work 1 double crochet first. So yarn over, insert hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, that's your double crochet. And now we're going to chain 2, chain 1, chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space we're going to work a single crochet. Now this is the pattern you'll repeat for the rest of the row. You want to skip the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, skip those 3 stitches. That lands you in the next chain 2 space, and in that chain 2 space you're going to work 2 double crochet, so 1 and 2, and then you're going to chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space work 1 single crochet. And that's it. That's the pattern you'll repeat for the rest of this row and the rest of the pattern really. So skip the next 3 stitches, and that lands you in a chain 2 space. So work 2 double crochet, now chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space work 1 single crochet. And again, skip the next 3 stitches, that lands you in the next chain 2 space, and you're going to work 2 double crochet, and chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space you're going to single crochet. Okay, now we're going to go into the next chain 2 space and work 2 double crochet. Once you get the hang of finding those chain 2 spaces, you don't have to count the 3 stitches to find it. And chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space work your single crochet. So after those 3 stitches we find the chain 2 space, and we're going to work 2 double crochet, and then chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space work a single crochet. So find your next chain 2 space, and in that chain 2 space work 2 double crochet, 1, 2 double crochet, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and in that same chain 2 space work a single crochet. Okay, so in the next chain 2 space, so 1, 2, 3, we skipped 3 stitches, that lands us in a chain 2 space. We're going to work 2 double crochet, and chain 2, and in that same chain 2 space work a single crochet. We've reached our last chain 2 space of the row, so this will be our last tulip stitch. So in that chain 2 space work 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and in that same chain 2 space work your single crochet. And that is row 2. That will be what you repeat for the rest of your project until you reach your desired length. For more videos like this, please subscribe. I'll be releasing a new one every week.